Hey everyone, this is GT, and today I'm bringing you League Play Malzahar, actually. Now, Malzahar is a champ you really don't see that often, but probably because he is extremely immobile. It's actually mainly the lack of mobility, because he is ridiculously immobile. What he does bring, however, is some good crowd control and a ridiculous amount of damage. Like, seriously, he has some of the... I think it was Riot said somewhere that out of all the mages in the game, he has the highest potential damage if he lands his entire combo. Because his W is, like, what, 5 seconds? At max rank, it's 8% of their max health per second. So without any AP, just base damage, if they stand on there for 5 seconds, that's 40% of their max health, which is kind of ridiculous. His E has a huge base value and scaling. He actually has really, really, really good scalings. And again, his disadvantages is outside of lane, unless you buy like a tier or a Rod of Ages, which I go for Rod of Ages. Unless you buy one of those, he runs into mana problems because his mana costs are pretty high. His E, like if you have a Doran's Ring and just uses E to last hit, you don't have any mana problems in lane. But outside of there, you kind of run into some big issues. Alright, so I believe this game was a support Nunu, which is really weird because we saw Karma and I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah, with us, Lightning's playing Jungle Volibear, Casey's on top lane Yasuo, and we got some two randoms who, honestly, I did not really like. We got them in bot. We have it with the Sport Katarina. Go figure, huh? So yeah, unfortunately, well, the good thing for us is that they have absolutely no CC that can take Katarina out of her ultimate. That being said, they also have nothing that can disrupt me from using my ult onto the whoever decides to go against me. So yeah, Karma's being aggro because I guess she's Karma, but what she doesn't realize is that I have scaling health seals, and therefore I am superior to her in every way. So she gets a quick level 2 on me here. And then she tries to ignite me, but then what she doesn't realize is that I have heal, and I use my E to get the kill. And health potions keep me alive. Like, I don't know what... I think she didn't realize that that heal would keep me alive, which honestly it was extremely close. But yeah, that won me very early advantage. So I pick up another level in my E, and as you can see, again, it has very, very strong damage. If you're not aware of what Malzahar does, his passive, every such many spell casts, he summons that little voidling thingy here that attacks stuff. After a while, it just becomes stronger. His Q is that gate thingy that deals damage and silences. His W just places a area on the ground. If you've played Dota, it's essentially Enigma's Midnight Pulse. Very, very similar. His E, early on it doesn't cost much mana, but later on it costs a lot. So yeah, I realize with this team that they have a good amount of burst. I'm going to need to be tanky, so I decided to go Roa. I do like Malzahar because I can kind of vary up my build. I was thinking at first, oh, I'll go like Athene's DFG because then I get like a whole bunch of CDR and my ult's up all the time. But I realized that with Karma's early game damage, I can just kind of rely on my base values for a little while, which is actually really nice on Malzahar. Yeah, they're doing stuff here in bot lane, trying to kill Nunu, and apparently succeeding? Yeah. Alright. So yeah, Karma's trying to do stuff, but she forgets that I'm Malzahar. And I suck at last hitting, because I always fail at last hitting. Casey is up here getting points in E, which I love. And then he's getting ganked by Olaf. And managing to pick up a kill on, what's his face? On Vladimir, which is actually really well played on his part. Because he knew he was going to die no matter what, so he might as well, so we got a kill to go along with it. So yeah, his Malzahar Z, I was saying earlier. It deals a dot on somebody, and if that unit dies, then the dot does its full duration to another unit, and I get some mana back. Additionally, my Voidling, since I can't control it, it will tend to attack any unit that has my E on it. And then his ult, Nether Grasp, is a rather interesting ability. It's basically a ranged Warwick ultimate. As you can see, the damage is okay, but the main thing is that it's not a stun, it's a suppression. The key thing about suppression is that, much like knockback, it cannot be reduced by tenacity at all. So yeah, we try to get her there, and then she just uses her mantra E to run away because she's... what's her face? Karma. But yes, I really like the fact that Casey was maxing E on Yasuo, because the magic damage is really good. Anyway, back to mid lane, which is a farm fest. Isn't this fun and exciting? So, at this point, I was pinging Lightning because I told her, hey, look, I'm getting pretty close to 6. So, you know, actually, I'm going to back this up. You saw what happened there. So, at this point, I knew I was really close to 6, and I saw the Lightning was there. I said, hey, if you want to come in and gank, I'm about to hit 6. She gets close to me to use Metal. So, she goes aggro on me, so I place down my W and alter. So, I'm able to get right in there, and Lightning helps secure the kill. So yeah, normally it was kind of... like, I knew she was going to stand there, so that's why I put my W down first. Otherwise, it would have been really, really greedy for me to try to, you know, get my whole combo off before using the ult. Most of the times, if there's like a high priority target on the enemy team, then you just want to just ult them right away. Don't bother trying to get your whole combo down. Just ult them so that your team can pick them off, and then you'll be golden. Alright, so here's where we kind of make our first mistake. We see that Olaf is up here, and I think... I start roaming up. However, we have Olaf here. He uses his ult to get out of this. And then... okay, I'm thinking of something different then. I didn't watch this beforehand. We see that their blue's up, so Lightning is very generous and gives it over to me. Because Malzahar with blue buff is kind of the bitch to deal with. He's rather annoying to lane against because of his E. I mean, you can still lane against him. He still has counterplay. Like, again, anybody with mobility and such. So yeah, as you can see, I don't have very much AP, and I still dealt a lot of damage. So I go back, and I'm buying towards Roa, because, again, I know I need to be tanky, because there's a lot of people like Olaf that are going to want to murder my face. Which, speaking of Olaf, we are 3-6 right now. I'm sorry, that was really funny. So then Olaf comes down here, and he's going to pick up a double kill. Yeah, or at least just one kill. But yeah, oh, yeah, but we got a kill for it. But yeah, Olaf is 5-0, which is not good. Oh yeah, as for skill order on Malzahar, it's always E, Q, W. You want to take Q level 1 just so you can get that Voidling out really early. But you always want to max that E, because that's your main damage tool. Because see, even at level 4, that's just base damage. 260 is really high. I mean, yeah, it's a dot, but it's just lots and lots of damage. So yeah, she's getting really aggro. The thing about Malzahar is that you don't really want to dive him unless you're Olaf. And guess who they have who's really, really fed? Olaf. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I wanted to go more tanky. So yeah, there's this here, and then Olaf uses his ulti, and then I'm going to die because I'm terrible. Yeah, I tried to juke Karma's thingy there, and I realized, okay, yeah, I'm dead. Actually, I probably shouldn't Probably shouldn't have healed. But in exchange, Casey's going to get a kill. Yeah. And down in bot lane, their Lucian got a double kill. Because Nunu doing stuff. Oh, and our Lucian missed his thing. Wow. That was terrible. Yeah, and they were saying, like, Malzahar, are you going to come bot and help us? I'm like, what do you expect me to do? Like, yeah, I could probably ult somebody, but they're just going to run away. I don't have a gap closer or anything. So I'm calling Mia on Karma. She's getting your typical Athenes. But I already have my Roa, which is really, really nice. Because again, I want to build tanky AP. So yeah, at this point, I fear, yeah, I'm probably dead. So yeah, this was really intelligent on Olaf's part. This, however, was not intelligent on my part, because Olaf was smartly tanking the tower, so my ult really wasn't going to do much. That's why I said it was really unfortunate that I was Malzahar against Olaf, because I can't really do anything against Olaf, because Olaf just pops his ult, so yeah. Yeah, I thought at first that Karma was tanking, but that was just my bad. I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, I forgot... yeah, I forgot what I went for next. But there's fights going on here. And they're saying, oh, Malzahar not paying attention to the map. Yeah, that's a lot of slows. I at least tried to take Olaf with me, but he has resistances and lifesteal, so I can't. So yeah, at this point, they're doing really... We had a huge lead at the beginning, and now, not so much. So this kind of had me concerned. Yeah, and they have a lot of stuff to kite lightning, so that's not good for her. So I believe it was at this point I realized I need to build a Rylai's, because I know Olaf was getting a frozen mallet, so to counter that I needed a Rylai's to counter a slow with a slow. I know Lightning took that there, and I told her it was better that she took it. So yeah, this was that was a bad fight for us because Olaf is really, really strong. And then Karma decides to get too close, and I don't know why she did that. She just got too close. And Casey's doing some work up top. He's doing really, really well because I mean Olaf intelligently kind of is ganking him early because that's how you shut down a top lane Yasuo. Because unless the enemy has like a Renekton, top lane Yasuo is going to wreck people's days. Well, unless it's Renekton or Tryndamere, because Tryndamere does beat him. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it does. So fights going on here in mid. I'm tanking because of my dot, and I'm an idiot. So yeah, I'm just trying to kind of ward them off. You know, using all my CC, which actually I do. My Q silence is like 3 seconds at max rank, which is balanced because 1, he doesn't have gigantic burst, and 2, it's very easy to dodge. So Casey's getting pretty low because Olaf is coming up here. And I'm concerned. I see Lucian, like as soon as I see Lucian get close, I just ult him. Because I don't want him getting away. And that was kind of a turning point for us. Because we just got... That was a 3 for 2, I think? We almost got Karma, but Karma, as you know, is very difficult to kill. So here, I'm just going to shove the wave, because that's what Malzahar does. Again, look at that. That is a huge amount of damage. On a 6-second cooldown. That's without any cooldown reduction. That's massive. Again, his weakness is that he's ridiculously immobile. As you're about to see here, I'm going to die. Yep. So I just do that because I wanted to take somebody with me, except that my E wasn't strong enough. They're apparently... Oh, they were going for Baron. Oh yeah, and then Katarina decides to throw her life away. And then Lucian also decides to throw his life away, and like, I'm nowhere nearby. But yeah, I picked up Sork Boots, and I'm going for Rylai's, because again, I need that slow. So yeah, everybody decides to throw their lives away. Yeah. Yeah, people decide to throw their lives away. I don't know why. Also, Olaf was maxing E first, which I mean is good if you're just going to be clearing. Typically, if you're ganking a lot on Olaf, you max Q first. But otherwise, if you're laning or just farming, you wanna max E first. So yeah, then here I just decide to solo drag. Well, I solo drag with the help of my teammates. Because Malzahar can do that with his Voidlings. Because his Voidlings deal a decent amount of damage. Have a decent amount of health. So yeah, Karma decides to throw her life away again for some reason. I didn't realize she had flash, but I just ulted her because I didn't want her to get away. So yeah, I stuck around here because I knew that Lucian would try to run away. And I didn't want him to get away. Because I knew that my teammates could handle him on their own, and if he tried to escape over here, he would just meet up with me, and then he would die. And this is where I DC'd for a second. It was scary. It was really scary, guys. Alright, and then I believe I have a Rylai's when I get back. No, not yet. But I am building towards Rylai's. Because, actually, as you can see, it gives me a lot of health. And again, I still deal a really good amount of damage. And it's all dots, too. Like, my W right now is, what, 6% max health per second? I fear, at this point, we kind of need to deal with the... Lucian and Olaf, so I need to go tanky AP. And of course my dot ends up killing Olaf because the dots are strong. You'll see that something like that will happen again. So yeah, I get red buff out of that, and I believe that's about enough to give me my Rylai's, which I very much would like to get. Because a popular build, if you're going like tanky AP on Malzahar, is typically Rod of Ages, Leandri's, Rylai's. Because it gives you... It just makes your dots even more dotty. So yeah, then here, Casey just kind of goes crazy and gets a triple kill. And at that point, even though... Actually, the gold's pretty even at that point. Well... Until we got that shutdown. But yeah, that triple kill there pretty much sealed the game for us because Casey has Static Shiv and Infinity Edge, which means he's pretty unstoppable right now. So that's another reason for me to be building tanky AP, because I figured if we can protect him, like if I can disable people, like I'm going to deal a lot of damage no matter what, but if I can disable people and allow him to just rip through the enemy team, then I'm going to let him do it. So I'm not too concerned about, dealing a ridiculous amount of damage. I'm concerned about disabling and being a disruption for people, because I can do that with Malzahar. Yeah, and then Vladimir decides to throw his life away for some reason. So yeah, people are going on me here, and as you can see, I'm kind of hard to kill because I have a lot of health. Another reason for me to build tanky AP. And then Katarina decides to die. And then my dot ends up assisting with the kill. Good stuff, eh? But yeah, like, look at my base damages here. 320, 300. That's a huge base damage. So yeah, she just gets too close. I alter. She can't do anything. So yeah, Malzahar decides to do that, and then Lucian... We get the kill, but actually Lucian survives. But I know that Nunu wants blood, so I'm just doing everything I can here to slow him down. It's like, Lucian might be a dick, but he's already carry, and I'd rather not have him die to a support. So here you also see I picked up Morellonomicon. My reason behind this, besides the fact that it gives me cooldown reduction, is the fact that they have a very high sustain team. They have Lucian, who has lifesteal, Vladimir, who has his sustain, Nunu has his Q, Olaf is all about sustain and lifesteal, and Karma has her mantra W. So by buying this, I'm effectively negating a lot of that sustain, particularly on Olaf. Plus, since I have the spell sword thingy, my auto attacks will apply the thingy too. So yeah, Casey just, yeah, he unfortunately got caught out. But yeah, see, we put the healing reduction on him, and Olaf, you know, can't heal. Unfortunately, I mean, their Lucian is pretty fed. But I see Lucian get too close, so I just ult him. Yeah, I believe I die here because I decided to come too close. But my dots end up getting kills, so I don't really care. Yeah, he got a shutdown on me, but like I said, I really don't care. Because I'm just concerned about being utility-ish. So yeah, at this point, I'm going for Zanya's because I see that people kind of want to focus me. Lucian got himself a double kill there, which actually I'm going to go back onto this. Casey gets a really nice ult there. It's only on one person, but yeah. And then Karma gets chunked down because, you know, it's Karma and Yasuo deals a lot of damage. It's like Yasuo deals damage or something. But yeah, again, I don't really care about death cap at all this match. Yeah, they have a lot of CC. They have a lot of slows. And then Lightning goes really deep. And then Lucian gets close, so I just ult him. So he can't do anything. So yeah, we lose. Who did we lose? We lost Lucian for that, but we got 3 people in exchange. So I'm okay with that. Now, one thing I'm really happy about is seeing Morellonomicon becoming really popular again. Because I just love the item. It's cheap. It gives you cooldown reduction, and has a really nice passive. So yeah, my W, that's what, 10% per second. So that's 50% of their max health if the whole duration gets on. So yeah, I just get my E on Vladimir, and he ain't sustaining through anything. Katarina flashes for the kill, and Lightning's getting kited like crazy because they have stuff, and it's sad. The thing, though, is she does have Feral Flare, which at this point has quite a few stacks. But since she's Volibear, she can just build Feral Flare and then Pure Tank afterwards, and then she'll be dealing a lot of damage and be really hard to kill. It's awesome. I was sitting around here waiting because I was expecting maybe somebody would come by. They didn't have it warded. But I'm just kind of sitting here because I have my ult. I want to pick off somebody. So if somebody gets close, namely a high priority target, Yeah, like I see Lucian here, and I just ult him because I don't want him doing anything. Except that he kind of does anyway. Yeah, so I get my E, and I'm like, he's dead. It's just the worst feeling in the world. I didn't even have vision of him there, but I'm like, yeah, he's dead. Because that was... it's a good, about 600, probably 500 damage when you take assists into account. See? Yeah, Olaf quickly realizing that Lightning wins that fight. So yeah, I think what won us that was the fact that KC was really fed, and I was being Malzahar. So I know that was crappy commentary, but yeah, that's League Play Malzahar. Bye.